Thank you very much for your comments. I think it's important to hear what you have to say. And
I want to discuss with you privately.
Yeah, we will. And I think the thing I want to say is that there's no way that we're saying all Muslims are backward. My parents are Muslims. A lot of our relatives and friends and family are Muslims. And whether you see us as apostates, when we go out on the street, we're all labeled as Muslims, and we get security checked and fingerprinted left, right, and center, including our children who are 14 years old when they go to America. So the issue that we want to raise is the fact that it doesn't matter if you are a lovely person and my parents are lovely. What matters is that religion in power today is not lovely. It's hateful, it's inhuman, it's massacring people. It is committing the Holocaust of this century. And what we're saying is that don't mix the two, and that's very important. That's why we're saying when we criticize Islam, don't look at it as a criticism of Muslims, because there are a lot of the majority of so-called Muslims, and why we even need to talk this way, or why, for example, you know, when a terrorist attack happens, we're told, well, Muslims should come and say that they don't agree. Why should they? Do all doctors come and say they don't agree with Dr. Shipman killing his patients? You know, and this is the thing, we're saying separate the two, and I think regardless of the fact that obviously a lot of people who are labeled Muslims or label themselves as Muslims, just like a majority of people across the world, whether they are religious or not, they're lovely people, and it shows and the spirit of humanity and the fact that human beings, irrespective of all the garbage that is shoved down our throat every day, and the fact that we're constantly divided and subdivided, that we can actually still be so human is a wonderful thing, and talks so much to the spirit of the human being. But again, I think it's important to make that distinction. This is a political movement we're talking about. We don't really care to talk about Islam. We would like not to worry about it. But it isn't a book of, that people refer to, a group of pious believers refer to. It is the banner of a political movement, and we have to address it. We have to talk about it. We have a duty to do that. The one last thing that I did want to say is the fact that supporting us and speaking out against Islam, speaking out against the political Islamic movement is in no way a support of the British government's policies in Palestine or Iraq. It is in no way a call to support the US's despicable and state terrorism across the world, and including its threats against Iran and the people of Iran. It's to say that you can actually be against both. You don't need to represent one side over the other, as many groups have been doing, but that it in fact is possible to defend people, human beings, and that's what I think at its essence our organization represents. Thank you.